Καλησπέρα. Θα ήθελα να ζητήσω προκαταβολικά συγγνώμη για αυτό το βίντεο, διότι το OBS είχε αποφασίσει να κάνει τα δικά του, όπως παράδειγμα να μικροφωνήσει στο μικρόφωνο ενώ το άλλαξε αριθμίσεις πολλές φορές, όπως να μην γράψει καθόλου ένα σημείο του παιχνιδιού, αλλά αποφάσισα να το ανεβάσουμε αυτό το βίντεο. Θα ήθελα βέβαια κιόλας να ευχαριστήσω τα 7 Spot γενιτσών, γιατί χωρίς αυτούς δεν θα μπορούσαμε να παίξουμε αυτό το παιχνίδι. Και ετοιμαστείτε για το βίντεο.
Έλα ρε Μπένι! Έλα ρε Μπένι! Πού είναι ο Μπένι! Μπένι!
It's out of Houston and into an interconference game. And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time here for our good friend David. He's a great passer, David, there's no doubt. He can set the table. And the Rockets play at one of the highest paces in the NBA. A lot of possessions on both sides as they want as many chances as they can possibly get to score. Clark, when you think about that, how do you prepare for a team like the Rockets if you're their opponent?
Well, there are a couple of things you can do. One is you try to slow them down, and some teams are equipped to do that. Other teams are equally adept at the three, so you match them shot for shot. But the problem with that is Harden is really good in the half court. And even when you take away transition, he can hurt you in the half court.
Here's the starting group for Houston. The two pillars of this team, Chris Paul and Harden, are the 1 and the 2. Anderson is down low with Capella, and it's a reason for the small forward.
Love how Capella stays alert on the offensive board, creating second chance opportunities thanks to that activity.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, quick foul to pick up right away here in the first quarter.
When your starters feel that good about their second unit guys, that's a heck of a asset that a team can have. And if you've seen Chris Paul cheering from the bench, you know that it's very, very true.
And that's the kind of team that's always been so much fun to play on. Everybody's really pulling for one another, no matter who's playing. Even in practice, with that kind of a team, you tend to have more fun.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. Let's quickly break down the game.
I think they played great D and not giving up anything easy early on.
Exactly. I mean, they've made their presence felt on this end. Excellent job contesting shots so far.
Portis is out there with Markkanen. Then there's Dwayne Wade. Then there's Grant, and it's Holiday, and it's shooting guard. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. Now here's Gordon, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his third assist on the night.
You know, one of the great strengths of Coach D'Antoni, to me, Kevin, is he really gives his players a lot of confidence. And his philosophy really clicks with players. They're comfortable playing for him. They know their responsibilities, and they play hard for D'Antoni.
Low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
Now in the net, after Lowry Markkanen misses from long range. And Chris Paul subbed in for Jaron Grant. Anderson, he's checked in for the Rockets. James Harden comes in for Paul. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They called for the 5-second violation. So for the Bulls, Lopez is checked in for Markkanen, and Mirotic subbed in for Justin Holiday. Houston also making some changes. Clint Capella comes in for Nene, and Trent Ariza has subbed in for Mbaumute. And Clark, when you think back to your career, what do you miss the most about playing in the National Basketball Association?
Well, you know, for me, because my career was cut short due to injury, I missed the opportunity to see how good I could have been on a winning team, on a playoff team. Back in the early 80s, the Pacers were building towards that, and I never got a chance to be part of a playoff team. And the camaraderie you establish in going through the shared misery and joy of competing is something that's special and unique to sports, and you really don't find it in any other venue.
Here's Levine. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
You know, most NBA fans know Zach LaVine for his incredible performances at the All-Star Dunk Contest, and admittedly, he put on several shows with that high-wire act of his, but he started to round into a more complete player, and dunking is becoming less and less a part of his arsenal in terms of what he brings to the team.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line. And truth is, though he misses that one, it's a shot he normally makes.
You're exactly right, Greg. That's certainly in his range. Forget about the miss and get ready for the next one.
Rockets leading by 8. And with LaVine, you really saw his development last season with his all-around game. Clark, his scoring was way up, but his efficiency and the impact on the floor were notable improvements as well.
Well, part of that, Kevin, was due to the fact that he continues to get better as a three-point threat. You have to respect his shot. It really does create openings for him to drive to the hoop where he's excellent. You knew he had tremendous upside coming out of college, and he's starting to fulfill that upside potential now.
And the Bulls with another miss.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
Yep, that one goes in there. And that's 12 points for James Harden.
Easy to see why Harden's an all-star level talent. Has an ability to score in a hurry.
Bulls trail by 12, and there's a whistle that's going to go on James Harden. And that'll be his third foul so far. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And LaVine missing. He beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Chicago ball.
And it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That's his first foul. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence. Nothing on target. How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive play?
Now, here's Capella. 6 points for him. Unloads from 13. Chicago grabs the miss. Lopez has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And for so long, the Bulls really were synonymous with the best defensive team in the league. But as a team, they started to slip the last few years. It's something that has been lost while this team kind of retools for the future.
Will not go. This is off the front line. Bulls trail by 10. Kicks to Mirotic. Ariza with the rebound. Ariza's got his 4th rebound in this one. And it used to be you could pencil in the Bulls as a top 10 defensive team by most metrics in any given year. But, Greg, the last few seasons, they've just been middle of the pack.
And, you know, over the history of this team, they've always been at their best when they played great defense. You go back to those Jordan years where they were marked by exceptional defense. This last group, led by Derrick Rose, similarly built on a defensive philosophy. Let's just see if they get back to their roots with this new push.
Now, here is Mirotic. After Eric Gordon's miss, he hits it, pushes it on the side.
That can spark a team. Just solid work down in the paint.
Loved how they guarded that layup. Didn't make it easy, which I think is why he missed it.
Mirotic's shot is off.
And if you're looking for the main reason that they're trailing in this game, well, look no further than his shooting. I mean, he has hit exactly 0% of his shots.
You know about Harden's shooting and his ability to get to the line and all that, but you know, Clark, what some people don't realize is just how fast he's going end to end. I mean, he can just blow by players in the open floor.
Yeah, he's got deceptive speed, Kevin, and part of that is how he's worked to change his body from his college days at Arizona State to who he is in the NBA. He slimmed down a bit, but he still has that strength and that barrel chestness that allows him to play so well in contact. His speed is lethal and deceptive.
Lopez with the steal. And Holiday kicks to LaVine.
You know, not a guy you want to send to the foul line. LaVine, one of the best in this league for his age.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Jaron Grant, he's checked in for Dunn. And the Rockets making a change as well. Tucker's checked in.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
I would agree. Now, here's Mbamute. Harden, that's good.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here's Nene. The rebound by Holiday. Holiday's got his third rebound tonight. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Markkanen. Good on the short little jump shot. Markkanen's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, Markkanen doing a nice job crashing the glass there, Kevin, at 7 feet tall. This guy making good use of his size on that possession.
Here's Nene.
And nobody among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says thank you very much and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
And that's a great play on the backboard. It's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
And so it's Houston heading to the... Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And so it's Houston with it. They held a 12-point lead early. Taking a look at the Rockets. Filling out the wings, it's Harden and Ariza. Anderson is down low with Capella. And it's Paul in at the point guard.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
And you ask any Houston fan who the greatest player in the history of the franchise is, and they all say Hakeem Olajuwon. Clark, you played against Olajuwon. Just how great a player was he? And what does he mean to this Rockets franchise today?
Boy, he was special. A first ballot Hall of Famer. Brought the only titles in franchise history to the Rockets. He could do everything you want from him. Graceful, strong, a presence defensively and on the glass, unselfish. They called him Hakeem the Dream for good reason. That dude was a dream to play with and a nightmare for opponents. Maybe with his basket will be lifted for him.
Bulls trail by 5. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Houston leading by 5. Harden on the wing. Capella, the pass to Harden. Overdone. Hits some rim on the way in. 19 points for James Harden.
Like seeing Harden get free from here. A scorching hot mid-range shooter.
And Paul over to help. Levine. The rebound by Anderson.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Here's Wade. It's rebounded by Houston. Anderson's got his third rebound on the night. Second shot opportunity. Ariza, and sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
Man, love the size Ariza has down low, using his long arms to get off shots inside.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Bobby Portis is checked in for the Bulls. And a switch here also for Houston. Gordon's checked in for James Harden. Chicago calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Mark, when you look back at your terrific career, who is the one player that you considered your toughest opponent to go up against?
There were a couple of guys. Bernard King from the New York Knicks, because we saw them a handful of times a year, and he was just such a phenomenal scorer and a relentless worker offensively. He just never gave you a break. I didn't get to see the West Coast teams but twice a year. The Denver Nuggets in the early 80s had Kiki Vandeweghe, Alex English, and Dan Issel. And between those three guys, they were averaging about 80, 81 points a game. And I usually dealt with English or Vandeweghe. And those were long nights because those guys moved the ball, shot it from everywhere, and were excellent offensive players.
Capella in the bucket. Capella's got the lead up to 12 now for the Rockets.
Not a lot the defense can do defensively there. I mean, Capella is just a big guy. He's got a nice touch, too.
Ariza at the elbow. Lays it up and banks it in. Ariza's got 5 points in the quarter.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wade.
Hey, Kevin, no idea what happened there. Quite honestly. It seemed like this time that pass.
The Bulls making a switch here. Markkanen's checked in. Ball kicks to Gordon. It's going to be out of bounds for Rockets.
Love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Really came close to the pilfer, but they'll take that effort. Mucking things up is sometimes just as good as a steal.
And the Bulls making a change here. Holiday's checked in.
And, you know, this is what Capella's out there to do. I mean, he's out here to be an aggressive, gritty, sandpaper rebounder.
Well, Swiss center Clint Capella is up there as one of the most efficient players in the league. He's only 22, but he's efficient mostly because all his shots come right at the basket, right on the doorstep. Last season, he finished near the top of the league, in fact, in field goal percentage.
And for a while, he was leading the league, if I recall correctly, Kevin. Capella knows who he is, what he's about, and what his team needs from him. So he finishes off his chances that are created by guards penetrating. Not flashy, but very effective.
Stolen by Gordon. Capella inside, working on Portis, and the top by Capella.
Tell you what, Kevin, there aren't many players who would have even seen that pass, but when we're talking about Chris Paul, he's got unique vision, unlike most anybody else.
Capella dishes the ball. That one drops for him. Paul's got his second bucket tonight.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Bulls trail by 20. Stolen by Anderson. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
At the line right now is one of the great do-it-all point guards ever. Scorer, playmaker, defender. There's not anything CP3 can't do.
Well, Chris Paul signing the big contract this past offseason, and you know, you knew he'd end up with one of the biggest deals out there, and his impact on a team goes far beyond just stats.
Grant, he's checked in for Chris Dunn. The Rockets also changing it up. Nene, he's checked in for Capella, and it's P.J. Tucker in for Ryan Anderson. Offensive rebound. Tucker the pass to Gordon. And the layup's good off the glass. Gordon's got 5 now. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Houston.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out the shots and blocking a few as well.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well.
Έχεις αποδείξεις. Έχεις αποδείξεις. Κάτσε κατηγορείς. Στο βίντεο θα μπει. Ηλίθιε. Κάτσε κατηγορείς τόση ώρα.
Καθάρισε το τοπίο.
Τόση ώρα ότι εγώ έχω δηλώσει ότι θα είμαι ο πατέρας σας. Έχεις αποδείξεις. Μάρια, έχει αποδείξει αυτό που λέει.
Εγώ πριν είπα, βίντεο δεν υπάρχει ακόμα. Μπορεί να μην το δούνε, μπορεί να μην το δούνε το σημείο.
Ρε φίλε, δεν έχω πει.
Αν παιδιά υπάρχουν αποδείξεις, αυτό το σημείο θα το δείτε σίγουρα. Στάνταρ με απόδειξη. Δεν είμαι ούτε εγώ σίγουρος αν υπάρχει απόδειξη αυτή τη στιγμή.
Γιατί έχεις κολλήσει εκεί?
Βάνε να παίξουν το game.
Γιατί έχεις κολλήσει εκεί πάντα?
Γιατί το έκανε? Γιατί
το έκανα ρε? Γιατί λες τέτοιες μαλακές ως ώρα? Βλέπεις δεν απαντάω. τόση ώρα. Βαρέθηκα να το κόβω το πράγμα.
Ωραία, σταματήσω, άντε το βάρεθηκα το κύριο μου, άντε παίξει τώρα.
Τελειώσατε.
Well, Greg, Houston wanted Chris Paul, and they got their man. One of the bigger surprises, certainly, of the offseason.
Yeah, and without Paul on this roster, this team isn't in the conversation for winning. You need him to keep your window of winning open, and he is just that impactful and makes everyone on the floor better.
Lopez, he's checked in for Chicago. James Harden, who's checked in for Houston.
He's been terrible. Absolutely awful. He can't get it. The shot isn't there right now. You got to help him some other way.
Zach LaVine's checked in for Bulls. Taken away by Nene. Here is Mbamute, played in with a nice touch off the glass. 59 seconds left in the third. Here's Levine, taken away by Nene. And it's Houston on the break, in low. And it's Gordon missing.
I tell you what, he's doing his best to contribute, but he's been out of sync, out of rhythm. Luckily, his team still is in front.
For Chicago, they have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
Bobby Portis at the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And for many years, the Chicago Bulls were viewed as a model franchise. Always were competitive and in the hunt for a title, but this current version just can't escape turmoil from within.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
Tremendous speed on the drive. Harden is consistent in attacking the basket.
That was a terrific replay brought to you by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Levine kicks to Portis. Back to Levine, taken away by Nene. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Mbamute. Good D by Lopez.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Got to be happy with the result, moving the ball so well on that possession. Beautiful.
Here's Harden, and plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And there's the goal.
And it is absolutely remarkable watching Harden draw contact. So effortless, so crafty, and so consistent in putting the defense in a bind.
That free throw good from Harden. And both free throws good for James Harden. Here's Levine, 12 points for him. Lopez right side, stolen by Tucker. Here's Nene. He knocks it down, but wait a minute, before the final buzzer, the fans were waiting for something to get excited about, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you very much, James. Congrats on the win. What's your team's mindset right now in terms of approach?
Our consistency and attention to detail. You know, we're a young team, but we got to focus on the small things. You know, our hard work is
Great effort tonight, James. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long.
Λοιπόν, αυτό ήταν το βίντεο, παιδιά. Ελπίζουμε να σας άρεσε. Ήμασταν η Frap Knife. Θα θέλαμε πάλι να ευχαριστήσουμε τα 7 Spot Γεννητσών
για την βοήθεια σε αυτό το βίντεο για το NBA.
Που μας δώσαν το παιχνίδι ώστε να μπορέσουμε να σας το δείξουμε.
Ναι, γιατί κανένας από εμάς δεν έχει
Εντάξει, εννοείται δεν έχουμε την οικονομική δυνατότητα να αγοράσουμε όλα τα παιχνίδια, αλλά κοντά σε αυτούς θα μπορέσουμε
να δείξουμε κάποια
όλα τα παιχνίδια που θέλετε να δείτε.
Βασικά, όχι θέλω να δούμε.
Και να δούμε.
Εννοείται. Αλλά αν θέλετε κάτι συγκεκριμένο να δείτε, πείτε μας κάτω στα σχόλια. Πρώτο, με ποιον θέλετε να δείτε επόμενο gameplay, όταν θα είμαστε όλοι μαζί. 2K,
μόνο FIFA,
πείτε μας ποιο άτομο θέλετε να δείτε, να αφήσουμε
να ξέρω ότι εγώ δεν παίζω, θα φάω κάνα 15 γκολ. Στάνταρ.
Λοιπόν, αυτό ήταν το βίντεο. Τα λέμε στο επόμενο.
Γεια σας.